good job by our team, and get back at it and get the Tuesday game. It's hard to believe our final home game, and just trying to get better.
Coach, going off along that, it really was almost 5 guys in double figures. What led to some of that balanced effort here today?
I think we scored on defense. We had transition, so there was more. We had 10 assists in the first half, and I don't know what we had for the game. We didn't have as many in the second half, but it lent itself to other guys getting shots, and we offensively were able to. We had some time to practice, so we did a couple things now that would be good for this team without Zion, and our guys scored from it. We had that one thing with RJ and Marquez in the first half for a few times, and then incorporated Cameron, and we scored like about 6-7 times. And so again, be able to have a little bit of time to try to personalize the offense for them helped out. But overall, it was the defense that set the tone.
We asked you about Jack a couple weeks ago, and how important of a moment was that for Jack to be able to get that?
You have to ask Jack. Ask Jack moments of Jack, because I don't. I'd rather have him speak to it. He's working hard. Nate, the last 2 days, has really worked hard after practice, and what we tell our guys all the time: trust your work. And so if you're working, doing the things you're supposed to do, then when you get to a game, just trust what you've been working at. And so he's worked real hard at it. And obviously the crowd was good, and his teammates were good. And he doesn't want to be identified as somebody who hasn't hit and now is hit. He wants to be identified as a really good player, which he is. And today he was.
You talked about designing practices for this group.
Yeah.
You also still have to be designing practices for when Zion comes back.
Well, we'll we'll welcome that when he does come back. But most of the season has been with Zion, so it'd be like reacquainting yourself with the way we play. We've had a lot of interruption because we had 3 games where Trey didn't play, and then we've now had 4 because Zion didn't play in the Carolina game either. And then you don't lose an integral part of your team, and where it doesn't have an effect on you. And we'd like to get the band together and at some time, but without putting any pressure on him. He's getting better, and there's no time pressure on him. We'll just see where it goes. But he's getting better. He's getting better.
Is Cam one of those guys that, as you've adjusted to this team without Zion, that he's obviously been able to explore maybe a little bit more of what he does offensively, and maybe it's been good for him in some ways?
He's been able to explore everything with or without Zion. I just think he's getting better. And, what we're trying to have him do is drive the ball more and not just shoot it, because then he can get fouled. And when he gets fouled, he's usually a really good free throw shooter. How come you're the best dressed person here and the best looking? Do you know that? Are you nervous because you look a lot different and better than all the rest of the people here?
He wasn't prepared for how sloppy the rest of us.
Okay. Do you have any questions?
Yep.
Okay.
So, Coach, you seem a lot more relaxed this year, and I know every year you have to work hard, but is it because of the talent on this team?
I think it's because I'm old, and I'm even more excited, but my movements are so slow that you really have to have a camera like speed up to see how nervous I actually am. No, I like my team a lot, and they, they're fun to be with, and I'd like to see them all healthy and back together. But they're really a good group of guys.
How close was even consideration with Zion? Or
No. He hasn't done anything. He hasn't done anything with contact, and but he's moving really well. But contact makes you do things that you don't think about. You know, you have to pass that phase of things. And we're not in any hurry or whatever, you know. The other thing with Zion, he's an exquisite athlete. Not like there aren't people like him athletically. And so he has to be 100% so that his body has always responded instinctively to what his mind and heart feel. And his body then, well, we've seen it. You can't put him out there with any less than that. You cannot. You cannot. And we won't. You know, we won't. But it's getting better.
Anything else for Coach?
Good. All right. Thank you. Thank you.